Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the future of Kessie, Bernardo Silva, and Joao Cancelo. There is a lot that we have to discuss for today's video. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. I'm happy that you guys are here. If you guys want to support this YouTube channel, you guys can so by liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It would also help me on building this YouTube channel as fast as possible. And if you guys want to join our Discord community where we do talk about everything regarding Barcelona, there is going to be a Discord server link down below on the description box and also on the pinned comment. Anybody can join. All you have to do is download Discord and then you'll be set and done from there. You just have to accept the invite and you'll be done. I can answer you guys' questions through that chat and it's going to be a lot of fun. So with the new season coming up, just join in. You guys are not going to regret it. So let's talk about the future of Kessie. And it says here, according to Mateo Moreto, that Al Ahly are one step away from signing Kessie. Negotiations are very advanced and the price will be 15 million euros. The player will earn 20 million euros per season on a contract of 3 years. The medicals are scheduled in Paris. It has also been said, according to Ferran Martinez, that Barcelona will be receiving around 11 million to 12 million euros on this Kessie deal. Now, I know that we just said that Kessie will be sold for 15 million euros. I think that 3 to 4 million euros will go to the agent, which is the reason why Barcelona will be getting around 11 to 12 million. An agent receiving this type of commission is very normal. That is what they do. That is how they get paid. But overall, it's an okay exit. We got Kessie for free. We did not pay not a single thing. And for us to get 11 to 12 million euros in profit would help Barcelona a lot. Now, it's a very surprising move from Kessie because Kessie is 26 years old. He has a lot of years left in him to play prime football. Like, I understood the move of Ronaldo and Benzema and Kante, right? Because they were all in their early to mid 30s and they're probably like, okay, like I only have about 2 or 3 years left to play good football and then maybe another 3 years of playing regular level football because my body will not be able to take it in a few years. Might as well just cash in and get all this money from Saudi Arabia. Why not? And so I understood those decisions. But with Kessie at 26, I just feel like it's too early for him. I don't know if he feels too satisfied with winning a League Cup in Italy with AC Milan and also winning another League Cup with Barcelona in Spain. Maybe that was enough for him. And he's like, you know what? I proved that I can win a league title with Barcelona and also with AC Milan. Everywhere I go, we always win the league title. Maybe that's just how he thinks. But Kessie still has another 6 years, and Kessie is not even a bad player. Like, we're not over here trying to like demonize Kessie and say that he's a bad player and that he needs to leave Barcelona. I understand why he needs to leave Barcelona. That is because the standards of the Barcelona midfielders are getting higher. The more Xavi stays here, the higher the quality players we need to sign, and we need to improve year after year. I have heard like some offers coming from the Premier League because, you know, he's very good physically. I think that he can be a box-to-box destroyer based off his capacity and how he does like to play, and also he's a great player in terms of arriving in the box and scoring goals. We know that he can score goals. We have seen that at Barcelona before. And so he's a top quality player that many do respect. And I do believe that Barcelona had offers coming from the Premier League, but because Saudi Arabia had the best offer, they were willing to put more money on the table. Maybe that's the reason Barcelona accepted those offers. And it so happens that Kessie was okay with this move. So with Kessie also receiving 20 million euros a season, his wages are going to double. And it's going to place him at a wage where he's going to be paid more than most players in Barcelona. The only two players that will beat Kessie in terms of wages is Frankie de Jong and Lewandowski, who still earn higher than Kessie based off the offer from Saudi Arabia. And so with Kessie also having 3 years left in his contract at Barcelona and him also earning 9 million euros gross per year, that means that Barcelona would be able to save around 27 million euros gross in financial fair play. This is the reason why we heard so many times that selling Kessie is a very important sell, because it would be able to give us a lot of margin in the financial fair play. So I have no problem with this exit. With the arrivals of Oriol Romeo and also with Gundogan, Barcelona for sure backed this up. They showed why they are more than comfortable to let go of Kessie, because we have reinforced our midfield and in a very good way. And also if you add Bernardo Silva into the midfield, because we know he will be like considered as a fourth midfielder in our system, there's just no way Kessie was going to have continuity at Barcelona. So speaking about Bernardo Silva, that is where we're going to be going next. Let's move on towards the next topic. And it says here, according to Ferran Martinez, that Bernardo Silva is the absolute priority ahead of anyone else. The operation is already in progress and is heating up. Barcelona is looking for a formula to convince Manchester City. The player trusts he would be allowed to leave. We also have other reports stating that Bernardo Silva's operation is underway. Barcelona is coming in full force. And so it's crazy to hear this because we know that Bernardo Silva is also doing his part. It has been said that he's doing everything that he can in his power to make sure that Man City know that he does not want to be there and he wants to be at Barcelona. He is going to be submitting a transfer request, which is a very big deal because if City is saying that Bernardo Silva is untouchable, but at the same time you also see that that player wants to leave, it does end up being a headache for that club, and City are going to be considering it. And so I can't even imagine how City feel about this move because they have lost so many people in the past 3 to 4 months. Many players have left, like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva will be leaving, Kyle Walker might potentially leave, Cancelo is also going to be leaving. I heard that some center backs of Man City could also be leaving, and also the assistant manager of Pep Guardiola did leave and he went to the MLS. And so a lot of people have left this club, and I feel like this is one of the consequences of winning everything in 1 year because you just know that the job is done. You have met every requirement, you won everything, you feel satisfied, and it's in men's nature to always look for a new adventure, to look somewhere else where they can go and struggle. I know that sounds weird, but it is in men's nature to say, okay, I've completed everything here at this club, the job is done, I want to go somewhere else where I can learn new things and continue to challenge myself. That is what men are. We want to continue to challenge ourselves, and that is the reason why Gundogan wants to leave, is because he's looking for a new adventure. Bernardo Silva wants to go to Barcelona because he's looking for a new adventure. They want to go over here to Barcelona to see if they can win a Champions League at Barcelona because Barcelona have not won a Champions League since 2015, and so clearly Barcelona is being built to that. And these two players, like Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, want to be part of that process. But I do want to say one more thing. There's this like small feeling inside of me that's telling me that I just feel like Xavi does not really need Bernardo Silva because going based off this preseason that we saw, like we have Lamine Yamal, and I feel like if you add Bernardo Silva into the mix, you're only going to reduce the minutes of Lamine Yamal, and we all saw how great Yamal was. Now you may say, Kevin, come on, it's just preseason, it means nothing. But look, like Yamal was just on top of the left back of AC Milan, Theo Hernandez, and that's a big deal because he is one of the best left backs in the world, and for Yamal to like just dribble away from him, you saw how fast he was and how natural everything looked. You can see that he is true talent, and I think that Barcelona should take advantage of that. Another player that we're also going to be having on that side is going to be Rafinha, and with Bernardo Silva being the top priority and knowing that Xavi Hernandez will be starting him most likely, it doesn't make any sense because with Rafinha, one of the reasons why we even want Cancelo is because we want that duo between Cancelo and Rafinha, and I'm sure that Xavi Hernandez is going to want to see that duo more and more and more. And going back to Yamal, that's only going to reduce the minutes more and more. So we're going to be having Bernardo Silva. If he gets injured, for sure we'll see Rafinha and Cancelo starting on the right side, and if Rafinha gets injured, then we'll move on towards Lamine Yamal. But what are the chances of Bernardo Silva getting injured, Rafinha getting injured, Cancelo getting injured? It's going to be really tough, which is why I do just in some way don't really feel like Bernardo Silva is needed. And also you have Ferran Torres, a player that I have just forgot about, right? Ferran Torres is showing great level. He looks much more athletic, much more eager to succeed, and I do believe that his best position is on the right side. He looks much more lethal. But those are going to be my thoughts. I could be wrong. Like Xavi could just say, hey, look, like I understand what the media is saying and how we have a lot of options on the right side, but hey, you know, Barcelona is going to be entering the season where we're going to be playing 60 plus games, and we're going to need all of these options. We're going to need quality depth, and every player will be getting their time. And so I could be wrong. It's just, you know, some things that I have been thinking about because the preseason did show us that we're in better hands than we thought, and I really do trust in the players that we have at the moment. And so now lastly, I just want to quickly talk about Joao Cancelo. It says here, according to Jared Romero, that Barcelona already have an agreement with Jorge Mendes for Joao Cancelo. His salary will be around 6 million euros. Now this is the thing, right? Joao Cancelo did say that he's willing to lower his salary. He wants to come to Barcelona at whatever cost, and for Barcelona to only offer 6 million euros for Joao Cancelo, who is 29 years old at the prime of his career, is good business. We need Cancelo, but we have to make sure that we don't stretch ourselves too thin for a right back like him. I think that Cancelo can provide a great level, but I also don't want Barcelona to pay 50 million euros for Cancelo and pay like 55 to 60 million euros for him, because that was supposed to be the original price. And so I hope that Barcelona ends up finding a deal where it is less than 35 million euros. It's very much possible. It's just that Barcelona have to negotiate very well, because here's the thing that gets me very nervous about this operation of Joao Cancelo. There's a reason why Cancelo has not really settled at City and why he hasn't really settled at Bayern Munich. Like, why did Tuchel find it so hard to find a good place for Cancelo, and why were there tensions? Why did Cancelo not get enough trust from Pep Guardiola and moved on towards having 4 total center backs in the back line? There has to be something going on with Cancelo that we probably don't even know. And so that's another thing that I do question. I don't want to be pessimistic. That's one of the tough things that I have going on when it comes to building this channel, is that sometimes I do question many things that I know that I shouldn't, because many of the fans don't even want to hear this. But we have the right to question things, and when I see some things that look a little weird, like for example, this operation of Cancelo, I do want to bring it up. And so I hope you guys do understand that, like, and really just try and realize what has been going on with Cancelo in the past year, right? There has to be a reason why he has not been able to settle well with all of these coaches. And I hope that he doesn't bring whatever that problem is to Barcelona and to Xavi Hernandez. And I hope that Xavi Hernandez, if he does know, sets that thing straight and makes sure that he is only focused on football and nothing else. And so now lastly, it says here that Joao Cancelo has agreed on personal terms with Barcelona. He wants to move and Xavi wants him. Talks are ongoing between Barcelona and Man City over a deal structure. And so that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.